Hi, my name is Tiago Duarte from tiagoduarte.pt, and in this video I want to show you how I made this beat using the samples from Daily Beats Sample Pack Volume 12. This sample pack is available at www.tiagoduarte.pt/sample packs, so you can go check it out. So let's listen to the track and I will show you how I made it. So let's start from the beginning, which is a nice intro. So let's listen, have a small preview without me talking. So let's go here with the part with everything. So here is right, it's okay. So let's start with the drums. Very simple drum loop. So I used the unnamed drum loop, so we can go here and name drum loop. This is the loop, and I used only the drums and the snare. Let me see if they are separate. Okay, so let's go here and zoom a little bit. Marker 5, let's go to marker 5, and here I have envelope turned on. As you can see, we have some distortion here, and what I did, not distortion, because I think I used, let me check, yeah, I used the wave shaper, so the distortion comes after. So I used this envelope to shorten the sample, and also I routed to output 1. So this means that if the instrument is in the track 19, which it is, we add 19, we add 1 to 19, and we get the kick on 20, as you can see. And also I use this snare 3, and again with the same envelope, and route it to output 3 to go here. This is not snare, this is not a clap, it's a snare. I always do this because my template has this as a clap, because I made this template for house music, but I then transpose it to my beats. So yeah, but that's not a big deal. So here in terms of the kick, let's see what I have. I cut some of the high hand, some of the highs, not high hand, some of the highs. So let's listen the kick without the effects. Very, very high, because it has the hi-hat also. So cutting the, because it's the hi-hat, it's only like 5k up, so if we cut it down, we get only the kick. And then I had some wave shaper. I just did it like this. I came here to write this line and right click, and then I put this line up to give it some distortion and beefing up the sound. It's a big difference. No effects on the snare. So now we can go to the hi-hats. Very simple. So let's listen to the hi-hats. This also is the same drum loop, which unnamed drum loop. And here in the hi-hat, I applied a more I applied a more drastic envelope curve with the sustain or decay, with the decay, very tense curve in the decay. And this was to only to cut out this noise, which is here, as you can see, and also to shorten the hi-hat. Let's listen without it. I was messing around with the speed, but at the end I didn't enable it. Okay, so let's see if I had some EQ. No, here, and then I lowered the volume and put it a little bit to the left. Now the sample. Again, the volume of the kick and the snare, I lowered a little bit of the snare. This is because these sounds are pre-mixed. As you can see, these are pre-mixed, so they have a lot of quality, and you don't need to do too much on them. So let's listen to the sample by itself. This is From the Heart, all instruments. So let's go here, From the Heart. This is the sound, the original sound, and I imported to Slice X to slice it up, and I increased it. Let me copy the value. I increased it for 400 cents, and we get this. Let me put in the reset this pitch variation. Very different. So I prefer like this. And here in the sample, I have a EQ here, but it's doing nothing. So yeah. And I added some reverb. Again, low cut to cut the bass frequencies from with inside of the reverb itself. I had a lot of pre-delay. The bassline does not need to be here. I full stereo separation and around 35. As you can see, it ends very abruptly. The pre-delay does the extends the tail of the sample, so it does not end right away. So now we can go to the grand piano. Also, I did not add any bassline because we already have some bassline content in the sample, which I did not cut. So let's listen all together. Very simple piano melody, just to support the original sample. And let's listen alone. Okay, and in terms of piano, I just had the reverb. Again, same configurations except no pre-delay. So low cut, size and diffusion to the maximum values, full stereo separation, and the wet level at around 40. Okay, and now the last element, which is the string selection, which is just strings. So let's listen all together. Which gives a nice high frequency content to the overall beat. So let's listen again. This is just the internal instruments from the FL Studio, from inside FL Studio. As you can see, there direct wave. You can go to this in packs and instruments. Keyboard, you have the grand piano, which I used, and then orchestral, you have strings section. Yeah, strings section here. Also, I had some time shift to shift the sounds a little bit to the right, and here also in the piano. This is to give a more organic feel to the beat. So let's go back here to our sample pack, and let's listen to the strings. What I usually like to do is to give a full body to the strings. I create, as you can see, this is the melody from the piano. I create this, I copy paste it, and then I just duplicate it and control up to increase an octave. So what I usually do to give a more full string sound is to have multiple octaves of the same instrument, so that we have more harmonic content. And here I didn't add no effects. As you can see, I don't use, if you've been following my work and my videos for a while, you will see that I don't use too much processing in my beats, because I like to make them sound good, and I like to use effects when there is they are needed. I don't like to add stuff or cut stuff when things sound nice. So yeah, that's it. I like to keep it simple, and they sound good. So, and also because my sounds from the sample pack are pre-mixed, so as you can see, we have a lot of sounds here, and they are already pre-mixed, which helps in the final result. We don't have too much stuff to mix. And yeah, that's it. So what I did for the intro was to do a low pass here in my beat. I added fruity EQ, parametric EQ, basically doing a low cut, and this is reducing the volume as we move to this part. As you can see now, it's reducing the volume, and this gives a nice intro. So the beat, it's this is everything for the beat. As you can see, there is not much to it, and it sounds great. I added a fade out in the master volume. I had some automation to the master volume here to fade out the sound. So, and here I have some a different drum loop. Basically this is to a small drop before the, or a build up before the drop or the chorus. What I do here is to add some kick to the floor, and then the last go to the snare, and some kick build up and snare build up here at the end, and it sounds like this. So if you want to have these project files, I will have a link in the description where you can sign up with your email, and you will have access to all my project files that you can download. Just click download and download them with all my Fruity Loops or FL Studio project files, all my beats that I use for tutorials and for to promote my sample packs. They will be there, so you can download it and use them however you want. And so that's it. So thanks for watching, and you can follow me and get in contact with me via social networks: Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, and here on the YouTube. And I will leave the links in the description, or you can contact me directly via my website at www.tiagoluisduarte.pt, and in my website you will find everything I produce, from music and poetry, daily beats with new beats every day, and my sample packs. By the way, you can find this sample pack at www.tiagoluisduarte.pt/sample packs. And if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and the bell to get notified when I publish a new video. And if you are not new and you've been following me for a while, hit the like button to support this video, and helps me continue to make good content for you, so thanks for that. My name is Tiago Duarte, and I see you in the next video. Peace, love, unity, and have fun.